Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. The last time we spoke is quite a while ago, 3 years to be exact. That was with the release of You Broke Me First. And I was wondering, what has been the biggest change in your approach of making music throughout those years?
I mean, my whole life has changed since that. I mean, I was 16, 17 when I wrote You Broke Me First. I don't know. I just feel like I've grown up a lot. I'm now living in LA. I live alone. It I feel like I've grown into my womanhood a little bit more, and I think your writing process just changes drastically like every time you get into the studio. So no wonder it's evolved so much since 17-year-old me.
How does it feel to listen back to those lyrics and those songs from those days?
Honestly, like all my songs from that era, I'm actually still so proud of. Like I think about like 16-year-old me like sitting in my dad's basement being like trying to just be like, I love music and I want to do this, and kind of just winging it. And I still think some of those songs are fire. So
they are like, fire. Yeah, they are.
Like look back and be like, wow, I did that when I was so young.
I love it. I love the old work. I love the new work, especially It's Okay, I'm Okay. We played a lot here on 3FM, and it kind of reminds me of the best pop music I grew up with, like the music from the Zeros, artists like Britney, Christina. Were there certain songs or artists you listened to a lot whilst recording the most recent work, and especially while making this song?
I mean, it's really interesting because when we first created this beat, it was last year in Sweden with Ilya, and he played this beat, and I didn't really know, like I honestly wasn't listening to too much like pop stuff at the time. And we ended up writing this chorus, we dropped this song, and I came back around to it like 2 months ago or something, and now I've been listening to a lot of like Aaliyah and Cassie, and I feel like I had a bit more of just like I was just listening to more music, and then we ended up like I feel like felt re-inspired by this beat in this song, and we ended up making it into a full song. But yeah, it definitely is like the most, I would say, pop I've gone in a direction.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. You collaborated with many incredible writers for this song, especially the legendary Ryan Tedder. Can you maybe describe a bit how those writing sessions go? How does that work? What is the dynamic?
I mean, I write a lot with Tedder. He's like, I think I admire him so much in the industry. I think he's one of the most talented people I've ever worked with. But yeah, in this song in particular, he kind of came in on the process a little bit later. And I was just like, give me some advice on these melodies, and you know, he kind of just like came in and put his advice, but a lot of the time it's usually just us working in the studio and seeing whatever ideas pop up, but this time was a little different.
Yeah, I like that. You've been part of some great featurings and artists that featured on your songs, artists like Troye Sivan, Khalid, Tiesto. Is there maybe a dream collaborator on your list right now, an artist of who you think, oh, that would be a great match to work with on a song?
I'd love to work with ROSALÍA at one point.
Yeah.
Such a fan. I always say like The Weeknd or Post Malone. I've been
wow, yeah.
But yeah, I think those three I would love.
Yeah, that could probably happen. Last April, you gave an amazing show here in Amsterdam. I think you really get the art of a great pop performance. You're on a big tour right now, hitting countries like Japan, Australia, Thailand, Brazil. You must be knackered after all those gigs, but still, as Dutchies, we can maybe wish and dream. Is there a chance you're coming back to Europe and the Netherlands like next year?
Let's see. I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, Amsterdam is one of my favorite spots to play, like, and I know a lot of artists are obsessed with playing there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're always really welcome. Thanks a lot for your time, and can't wait to hopefully see you again in Europe and the Netherlands. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to see you too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.